green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rock?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Dublin Antlers and the Memphis Steamers. I'll talk to you again at halftime. But for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dublin Antlers and the Memphis Steamers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down now. Mackey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Newell. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Mackey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We've got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in that meeting. Yeah. But they like you. This will be caught at about the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Operating from the gun, Newell, and that's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Come on, set. 18, David. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Let's go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
2nd and 11. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready, go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
53, check 53.
2nd and 4. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Newell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on 1st down. Mackey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Mackey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back, refusing to go down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Mackey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
To throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Second down and inches. That's caught at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Second and 6. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they've worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And, boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
On 1st and 10, Newell. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle, the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Newell. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll escape to his right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. Set. Come on, Tucson. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Graves, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Back to throw. Newell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
Ready. And Lobo. Rapid.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Carmichael. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hey, check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down. Hess, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Newell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mackey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2, a minute 4 on the clock. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to and this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but